So today I'm going to be doing a super glowy kind of makeup look that will be perfect, especially, I know this sounds weird, but especially for us that are going toward winter. It's just a really nice way to hydrate your skin and make your skin look really nice and glowy and not so dull and matte. Or of course, if you are heading into summer, it's good for you because it just looks on trend. It's just that you might want to use a little bit more powder. So I'm just gonna get started. I'm losing my voice. What is going on? Need that coffee to stay alive, you feel me? Oh my gosh, I seriously have just been so tired lately and I don't know what's gotten into me. It's a little bit cloudy outside, like you may notice, so I really apologize for that. We'll do our best, okay? So I'm just gonna pin back my hair because I'm starting a few steps earlier today. I'm going to show you a little bit of skincare before we start, because with a glowy look, you really want to make sure your skin is well prepped. So this video is in collaboration with Dermalogica, which is a brand I use and I really like myself, and it's actually Hamish's favorite. So the product I want to talk to you about is one that I do use myself, and it is Hamish's favorite exfoliator. We actually found out about it a few years back. I actually used it years and years ago and then kind of like used it, forgot about it. And then we were over in Italy and we were talking to a gentleman and he just had the most beautiful skin. And Hamish just couldn't stop like looking at it, you know. And when we went home, he was like, what is his skincare routine? Like, his skin looks so good. So anyway, the next day I like asked him, I was just like, what do you use on your skin? And his secret product was actually this. Like, he was like, I swear by it. So Hamish started using it and it is really good. Basically what it is a powder exfoliator, and it turns into like a creamy, really gentle exfoliator once you mix it with a tiny bit of water. I'll often just use this after I cleanse because my face is wet. I just pour it on my hands and like buff it on. I'm going to show you how to use it, but if you do want to try it yourself, feel free to use my discount code at Shaaanxo20. It'll give you 20% off this product on dermalogica.com.au, and I'll put the link down below for you. This portion of the video is sponsored, but I'm not making any money off the coupon code, and I genuinely really like this product. So what I'm going to do is just wet my hands a little bit. Can you see how little water I'm using? Like literally just a little bit of water. You can see this is well loved. Then you just want to take a tiny bit. They say just about half a teaspoon or so. I just wing it. So maybe, oh, probably too much. About that. You can take a little bit more water if you want. I'm just like wetting my fingers. Obviously it's a little bit easier to do over a sink. And then as you wet it, it turns into this like creamy paste. So what's really good about this is it's so gentle, so you can use it every day. So that's what Hamish usually does when he remembers. And also it's quite cool because you can just mix it straight into a cleanser if you want. So you just obviously use the cleanser, like put a little bit in the palm of your hand or whatever, and then just tip in about half a teaspoon of this product and then work it on. It's like a 2-in-1, which is really cool. So the reason I'm using this today is because exfoliated skin is ideal, obviously, when you are wearing makeup. It just makes all of your products settle in nicer, all the foundations go on smoother, and ultimately you're just getting a better finish. But you don't want to over exfoliate your skin because you can damage your skin. So this product's nice and gentle, and it's not going to, you know, cause micro tears or any of that jazz. Like, it's just really nice, simple, and it really brightens your skin. Now, I don't know if you want to rewind to the beginning of the video, but you would have noticed that around my nose I had really dry skin. So I'm really focusing it around there. And this has 2 types of exfoliation in it. It's got salicylic acid and papain, is that how you pronounce it? Which is like the chemical exfoliator. But then it's obviously got that rice, which is kind of like a physical exfoliator and really helps to buff off those dead bits of skin. So once you've been rubbing it for 1 minute, you can just go ahead and remove it. I'm just using my little face halo. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but my skin looks so glowy and just smooth and buttery soft. That's step 1 done. Now let's move on to the moisturizer and makeup. So for my moisturizer, this part is not sponsored, but I love these. I've talked about them before. This is the Calm Water Gel Moisturizer. It's just like one of those gel texture moisturizers. It's so nice and really hydrating. And then I like to mix in the little booster drops by Dermalogica, Barrier Defense Booster. I've just been a big fan of these products. I've noticed they've just made my skin feel really good in the last few weeks of using it. So I mix them together and just apply a little bit there all over to hydrate after the exfoliation. A little dose of Revitalash just to keep those lashes nice and long and strong. So for my makeup today, I'm actually feeling so inspired by this account lately. It's called, well, her account is called, she's a makeup artist, Nikki_makeup. This is what her page is. There's her username. She does the most beautiful glowing makeup, like just uber glowy and incredible. So I'm feeling very inspired. I love the simple eyes with the bold lips and stuff that she does, or she often does like a really colorful eye with like a really simple lip like this, or like this. So I saw it on her Instagram stories. I'm pretty sure this is one of the products that she liked to use. So this is the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure I had that and I decluttered it, but to my delight, I actually did keep it. This is the kind of product I normally wouldn't really keep because I usually associate the purple color with duller skin tones, or like skin tones that need to be like color corrected a little bit or anything, or like something like that. I can't talk. I can never talk anymore. I don't know why, but anyway. So usually I don't go for this. Like I would normally go for just not this color. I don't ever use purple primers. So today we're trying it. She said it's amazing just to brighten up your skin and like make it glow under the makeup. Ooh. It's a really nice finish. It's giving me even more hydration. I put on way too much. It smells so good. What does that smell? It smells refreshing. It actually feels very similar to like my Too Faced coconut primer or something like that, except it's a color correcting one and it doesn't smell like coconut, but the actual texture of it, like the finish of it, and it's starting to dry down to a little bit of a tackier finish, which I like. So I'm just going to keep massaging it in until it's completely like tacky. Okay, well, here's how my skin is looking so far. Nice and bright. Now, for my foundation, I don't know if this video is up before this one or not. I tried the bestsellers on Ulta. If it's up already, I'll link it below, otherwise it's coming soon. This is the Double Wear Light. I used it yesterday for the first time while filming that video. Can't talk. And I was just so blown away. It's such a beautiful finish. So I want to use it again today because it's like perfect for this kind of makeup. It's just like a lightweight. It's still got a decent coverage in my opinion. It's not like a super sheer coverage. It's like a light to maybe a slightly under medium coverage, if you know what I'm saying. But it's so beautiful. So I'm just gonna go wet my sponge. Since my skin already has like a really nice glow to it and everything, I don't want to cover it like obviously too much, and I want to maintain the glow. So I tried out these yesterday too, and I wanted to try them better because last time I didn't really try them properly. These are the Pure Shake and Burst Powder to Cream Multivitamin Booster thingies. It's just so small and tiny and cute, but I feel like I'm gonna go through it so quickly. Basically you mix it in with your powder, I mean not powders, you mix it in with your cream products, so foundation, concealer and stuff like that, and it makes it a little bit more glowy and adds vitamins to your base and whatever. But basically the reviews just say that it gives you like this amazing healthy glow. So we're gonna try it today like properly. Last time I just kind of used it as a setting powder and it turned into a cream, but it gave me the most amazing glow. So I'm just gonna take a couple little squirts of this. I'm using the shade Intensity 1.0, the Double Wear Light. Seriously, try this. It's not as full coverage as a lot of foundations out there. It's just beautiful though, like the actual finish, like I said. So now I'm just gonna take a few, like just sprinkle some on there, and then I'm going to just like mix it and blend out a little. Seriously, oh, this foundation is so nice. It just looks like skin. I love it so much. Anyway, we're gonna blend this all over. So the skin is the main focus for today. The lips and the eyes are definitely not what this looks all about. So we're gonna be spending a lot of time on the skin. We already have, but you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but is that not gorgeous? Like seriously? Okay, I think I like this. I love the foundation. The primer worked amazing. So now let's work on concealing a little bit before we move on to a bit of bronzing and stuff like that. So this is the Brightening Concealer in shade 1 by Benefit. I've shown this in a couple of videos. I think I used it in my no makeup maybe. And it's just a really nice like color correcting kind of primer concealer. I am so warm to it today. It just really helps, like you can see that difference immediately. Look at this. It's just so good to help get rid of those purpley kind of undertones that a lot of us have on our eye area. And then I'm going to cover it with a different concealer. So I'm just using a really like you probably can't tell, but that was such a small amount, so I obviously don't want it to really crease or anything. But it's just enough to color correct. And I like to bring it right into that inner corner where it's like a telltale sign that we're tired, you know, not been drinking enough water, etc, etc, not getting enough sleep. And look how good that looks so far. I'm actually gonna just pop a little bit around my nose too. I can't get over the finish of my skin, seriously, and doing that little bit of exfoliation at the beginning really helps, just to help give your skin that really perfectly smooth base. Especially when you're using a lighter coverage foundation, it really helps because, you know, it's not going to catch on to any dry areas or anything like that. It just overall looks better. Now on top of that, I'm using a tiny bit of this, which is another new product to me, but so far I like it, so I'm just testing it out a little bit more. You can just use any concealer you want really, but I'm using this one here. It's by Cover Blend Exuviance Shade Light. And again, just taking a little bit of product in the areas I need it, which are pretty much there. And I'm also going to use just a little bit where I get more redness down the bottom. I like this one, like this concealer, because it again has a really nice glowy finish. So that's why I've chosen it. Look at that, so pretty. I'm all about the dewy looks lately, guys. I think that's where we're headed. We've been all about the matte with like the blinding highlighters for a while now, and like matte lips and everything. I reckon that the next trend is going to be more glow, more gloss on the lips. Just overall like less matte, you know, just more shimmers and creams and metallics and stuff. I don't know if I'm ready for lip glosses though. Like I've been trying to ease myself back into it, but I still prefer like a cream or a complete matte personally. Like I love creams. Cream finishes are beautiful on the lips, but a straight up gloss, like it's just very intense and my hair gets stuck in it. What do you guys think? What's your favorite formula for lipsticks? Comment down below and let me know. Like, do you like stains, creams, mattes? What else is there? Satin finishes, like, oh god, I don't know. There's so many. Just let me know what your favorite is. I always read so many of my comments, especially when the video's just gone up. So check it out or leave a comment or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just in such a loopy mood. It's probably the coffee. Now we're going to be a little bit extra under our eyes today. So first I'm going in with my Petal setting powder. You can use any setting powder you normally use under your eyeballs just before anything creases too much. And don't forget that inner part of your eye, set that down across your eyelid. And then I'm going to be extra, like I said, and take this by KKW. This is so good. Another alternative kind of is Well Rested by Bare Minerals. It still gives you that bright effect, but I really like this powder. So this is the shade 1 Brighten Powder. I'm using it on a blender brush. And I'll link my review to this product and the other concealers and everything down below. I still like the concealers. I'm just buffing that really concentrated on that inner part to really brighten in there, and then going a little bit less heavy-handed, just straight underneath. And this is just gonna once again bring back a little bit of the glow, and it just gives a nice hour to stab myself in the eye. Well done! This brings back the glow. I don't know if you can see. Now before we do any type of powdering or anything like that, I just want to go in with some cream products on our cheeks and highlight and stuff like that. Okay, so first to contour, this is one of my favorite like cream contours, the Clinique Chubby Stick. I just like to draw a stripe and then I blend it upward. And of course, you guys already know the drill. Creams just look more natural on the skin, especially if you're going for a glowy look. They kind of melt in and don't look powdery clearly. So I'm just using my angled face brush, Becca So Beauty. And you can just start like tapping that upward. And it's just a really nice color. It kind of slightly warms up your face a little bit. And I like to go in with a little bit of powder right in the deepest part later. But this is just a good way to give yourself like that dimension, the color and everything without using like a heavy powder bronzer or contour if you don't want to. So I like to work in sections just to make it easiest for myself. Otherwise, you know, if you leave it too long, sometimes it's a bit harder to blend. This one's like pretty good, like you've got quite a lot of time to blend it out, but it's just safe, you know? You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of like a bronzer on top of my nose. For my nose shape, I can't really contour it because it's so crooked to the side. Like it goes, I know it doesn't look it sometimes on camera, but it goes completely sideways and then it's like different from both sides. Like my nose just looks funny. So putting the bronzer straight on top and then just highlighting the tip and stuff just is the easiest way for me. A little bit just under here and even on the double chin. And then just a little bit more right in that deepest part of like under the cheekbone, just to give it a little bit more dimension. Honestly, it's probably a little bit too warm just to contour with, but seriously, you could leave it like this and it'd be fine. But if you want that super sharp contour, you probably want to go in with another color afterwards. But just to like I said, warm up the skin, it's so nice. It's just so glowy and beautiful and natural. I'm just going to take a little angled eye brush with a little bit of this product. Seriously, I can feel hair. And I'm just going to, I like to put the little angle, this is Baked So Beauty, like downward, so it's sitting in the crease. And then just buff some of this on. You could also use your finger. And then I'm just using that kind of in the crease just to give a little bit of like a shape to my eye. You know, it's not like to define, it's just to give some color and some shape, you know? You can even use this brush just to help contour a little more. This color balance is so bad right now. I promise I am not this color in real life. Let me fix this. Okay, this is a little bit more realistic, but still a little bit orange on camera. Promise I'm all good. Okay, now for blush. Hopefully you can still get this one. This is by Becca. It's called the Beach Tint, and it's like a little cream product, but to be honest, you could use any like cream blush that you own or tint or anything like that. Benefit does heaps of good ones. This is in the shade Dragon Fruit. I think I've shown this in a video before. I'm just going to take a really small amount on my finger and then just kind of tap that on. This is waterproof as well, which is quite cool. And then just slowly build it up. I don't like to go in too quickly, because the next thing you've just got like this red cheek, which I seriously do that all the time. And to be honest, it's actually quite subtle. And once you do your highlighting and stuff, it'll be even more subtle. It's just to give a little bit of a flush of color, so it's a little bit more natural almost. Because, you know, everyone's got a little bit of pink in their face, often anyway. And one of my favorite cream highlighters of all time for something blinding. This is not going to look natural, this is like blinding, okay? But this is What's Up by Benefit. Holy crap, favorite cream highlighter, hands down. I love it because you can actually use it on top of powders and it still goes on nicely, which doesn't often happen for cream products. I just use my finger and tap it on, and it's the most perfect like champagne highlighter shade. Like, it's really nice. It's like a warm champagne. So I'm just popping that straight on those cheekbones, and I'm also going to put a little bit in some other places where I still want to glow so that my skin looks uber glowy, because that's the look we're going for, right? Putting some straight up on that brow bone. That's why I haven't done my brows, by the way, because it's nice to just get all of the creams done first and then tidy up with the brows. Right on the tip of my nose, a little bit up the bridge, and I like to do a little bit just on my forehead, like above my eyebrows kind of, and then I like to just go over top with my sponge and just make sure that everything looks really nice and blended. So that just makes it a little bit more like cohesive with your skin. Beautiful as that. Oh, I like to put a little bit on my chin too sometimes. Now straight away to set the highlighter, I'm using a little bit of Lucent. This is my own highlighter by XO Beauty, and this is like a lit from within glow. It's not shimmery or anything, it literally just makes you glow like no other. Like, it's that really nice kind of Victoria's Secret lit from within situation. So I'm going straight on top with a tiny bit of that on my little blender brush that I used for the KKW stuff under my eyes. And yeah, this will just set it and make it pop and not look shimmery or anything, so you're still keeping that really natural-ish appearance. You can also use this all over your face just as a finishing powder to give yourself like an uber glow, which I might actually do. I was going to use a translucent powder, but I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to take a little bit of this and just gently tap it everywhere, and this will set everything and make it last all day. My under eye is kind of creasing a bit. I didn't set it quick enough. Anyway, it's done. We're going to just contour a little bit more now. I'm going to use my NYX Contour Palette, which is filthy. I'm going to use this shade right here with my NARS Eater brush. I used it yesterday for the first time in so long. This is like some of the only powder we're going to do, but like the rest of our face, I guess, just a little bit right under. Seriously, this lighting is just making me look not right. I've got a professional coming to actually install my lighting for me. I'm so excited. Hopefully it works out. I'm going to take a little bit of that same color just on top of that crease color a little. We're actually going to use a different color on our lid, but this is a good start. Okay, if you're going for the uber glossy look like me, to finish off the skin, this is a good one. This is the Glow Setter by Glam Glow. It smells so good. And then it'll just set everything down and make it glow a little bit more. Whoops, I got a glob. Like, I'm sorry, but I just love how glossy and glowy this looks. Hopefully you can see in this lighting. This lighting right now is pretty good. I'm really happy with that. So Now, I'm just going to go back to Nikki's page and have a look. Okay, I'm going to use this Beach Bay Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pot. I have the Parquet Princess one and love it, and I bought this because I just wanted more and more and more. They're really pretty and like metallic. These brushes here are perfect to apply them. So I'm going to use that same brush, the angled eye brush, and just take a really small amount. You can also use your fingers, but it's just hard for me with really long nails. And I'm just going to start buffing that on the lid, and I just take a tiny bit at a time because it's like full on, and I like to build it up. I'm just going to buff that all over the lid. Like, I'm not really being careful. Like, the entire point of this look is just to look really like effortless in a way. Not too perfect, just like beautiful and, I don't know, glowy and stuff. So, and it really helps if you kind of buff this product. So do little circular motions and sideways motions and things, and it helps to bring out the chrome look. And I also, see, I've got some fallout, so be careful of that. I'm just going to do the whole thing again where I flip my brush upside down and just kind of work it into the crease a little bit too, and blend it with that cream contour we did. This is such an easy eye look too. Like, anyone can do this. And just keep buffing and buffing and buffing and buffing, and it'll kind of change color almost into this really nice, what would you call that? I don't even know. Tangerine. I'm just going to take a little bit on the tip of my finger and then just intensify it right on the eyelid a little bit, and it almost looks wet look. So stunning. I also bought the shade Frosé. It's like a rose gold, which I was tempted to use today, but I'm feeling like I want to do like a kind of bold lip, like a tangerine lip or something. And I'm going to take a little bit on the very tip of my brush and just do a tiny bit underneath. And I'm not going too heavy-handed. I just want like a slight wash of color. Okay guys, so I just did my eyebrows. I used my iconic London like brow liquidy stuff, little stuff right here, in the shade medium, and then I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel, and then I put on my mascara, which is Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte, and I also used some individual lashes which I'm trying out for XO Beauty, and that's where we're at. I also actually put on some like brightening eyeliner too. So now for the lips, I want to do Bright Tangerine. I'm just feeling inspired by like this color here. I don't know if I want to go exactly that color, just, I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to start with Ainsley Smooth On Lip Pencil by XO Beauty. And then for the actual lipstick, I'm going to use my Fenty Mattemoiselle in Saucy. And I'll link down below my lip swatch video for this one if you missed it. This one's just like a nice like tangerine kind of color. And then the lip line is more of like a true like orange. So I like the kind of gradient effect. And then just going back in with my pencil just to kind of ombre it out a little bit. Oh, this looks cool. And then just to finish off, I'm going to do another spritz of my setting spray. So there we have it, the finished glowy look. Very complex skin, but very simple eye makeup, which you could pair with any skin. You know, if you were in a hurry, this is a nice eye look. And then the bright tangerine lips, which I think look really cool. I love the glow. I love these base products. Like, seriously, it's just so pretty and not too over the top. You know, you don't look greasy or anything like that. It's just so glowy and fresh and just radiant. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and found it a little bit helpful, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Let me know what kind of tutorial you would love to see next so I can do that for you, and I'll talk to you in my next video.